So to cut costs, we're supplementing the chicken food with the stem of the banana. It needs to be cut anyway if you want new bananas from it. Obviously we harvest the bananas and then this we can mix in with their food, and they like it. They can eat every part of the banana, including the leaf. So we'll mix this in and see how they enjoy it. Okay. Good. Okay.
Let's finish to do it all the way there.
I can't because I might hit that. Yeah. So you do the push forward for me. What do you think I'm doing here, Tess?
Cutting the banana.
And what do you think we're going to do with this? We're going to give it to the chickens. Yeah. I don't know, should we go and see? Come on then. Now some people like to make it into a very fine grain, but I've read that this is just fine, and other people use this as a mulch too for planting, as a fertiliser. It's got many uses. Can you open it? Maybe we can just throw it to the chickens here and see if they like it. Ready?
They like it, Daddy.
They love it, don't they? They do like it, don't they, Tess?
Yeah.
Why do we want to put banana in with the chicken food?
Because it's yummy.
Because it's yummy. And do we have to buy the banana tree?
Nope.
So what happens then? We save...
Banana.
We save pennies, don't we? Banana. And bear in mind, they have eaten today. They've got a bowl full of food here, and they've got a bowl full of food here. It's a pretty common tactic. Also, the Thais use for thickening up the pig food as well with the banana tree. And we have a lot of banana trees. In fact, we probably have well over 100 on site, so across the whole area. So it means we've got a lot of supply, a sustainable supply, should we need to supplement the food. And also on that note, we have our patrons Brandon and Rachanakon, and they have adopted this chicken, whose name is now Egghead Junior. That's his name, Tis, Egghead Junior. That's a funny name, isn't it? Egghead.
I didn't like long enough.
Yes, you are. You're a very strong boy. You like Spider-Man. Go on. Yeah, you can do it. Go on.
But I gotta give you on four. I need a four.
Right, let's go. Should we give some to Apple?
A big one?
Yeah, go on.
Did Apple like it? Oh, he didn't like it.
She really likes it, doesn't she? Look, she's shaking her tail, Tis. When she takes her tail like that, it means she's so happy.
Oh, look at it. Open a gun.
Right, grab some for him.
But we could do need a little bit of more one actually.
Okay then. Oh, look, Tis.
Daddy, we like it. Actually, Daddy, it look like sausage.
It look like he thinks it's a sausage, does he?
Yeah.
I don't think so, Tis, because you know what sausage is?
What?
Pig.
What?
Sausage is pig.
What?
Did you not know a sausage is pig?
Don't know.
Yeah. Sausage come from pigs. Yeah.
Daddy, that's why I got the little sausage on the tail.
A little sausage tail. Do you want to give him some more? Oh, he likes that, doesn't he? Good boy, Rupert. He's shaking his tail and everything. Oh, you like that chicken? So Misery has chewed through the gate here, as you can see. She really wants out, and we want to build the outdoor space, but we've got the baby coming very soon, and there's budget constraints. We built so much. We built the cottage, we built this enclosure for them, and we're just not ready yet to do it. But all of this space at the front here will be outdoor space where they can walk in the mud and play in the mud and roll in the mud and cool down, and she really wants out, bless her. For now, I've just put a couple of little toys in for her and a little mat. if you put hay in, it clogs up where the poo goes, is washed out at the back. So it's not good to put hay in Misery's, and she poos in the hay. So it's an absolute mess. So I put this down and I've just put it in, so we'll see if she likes it or not. I'm sure she will. But she is trying to chew her way out. She is an escape artist. But you're happy, aren't you, girl? Misery! You're happy, aren't you, girl? Happy. Better than being bacon, isn't it? Better than being bacon. And then, you see with Apple and her babies, they sleep on the hay and they play on the hay, but they don't poo in it. They go and poo over in the corner over there. So they're much different potbelly pigs. They're much cleaner. And Rupert is even smarter. He sleeps in the hay over here, and he always poos over there in that corner. He's a really good boy, aren't you? And he's letting me pet him now. He's not afraid at all. We've done a lot of training with Rupert, and yeah, he's a good boy, aren't you, Rupert? All right, so long story short, brown rabbit's better. It had an infection in its back. I gave it a little bit of antibiotic. It's better. And so we have this little space which is next to the rabbit hut. It's a bigger space than what the turkeys have now. And the issue is those turkeys now are getting way too big for those little cages. And I want to give them a bit of open space, but I can't let them out here because they can still get through all the gaps and things like that. There's different schools of thoughts of whether you should keep turkeys with chickens. I've read some reports that people have done it very successfully, no problem, as long as the turkeys are a bit older. There's other reports that say the chickens give the turkeys a disease. And so I hope I really don't come to regret this, because it's been a lot of work bringing those turkeys up from eggs, from hatchlings, all the way up to the size that they are now. And for a lot of people that might be quite easy. For me it's not. It's been a lot of work, a lot of research, and a lot of attention and care to make sure they don't die, because they do die very easily. And so I'm going to muck this little cage next to the rabbit hut out. The other consideration is I can't put a mosquito net around this cage, but the turkeys are at a stage where they seem fully feathered and not susceptible to the mosquito bites, and the ducks have been out in the mosquitoes when they were even little chicks, so I'm not too worried about them. It really is the turkeys. Just because I've read so many reports that they're difficult to care for. Maybe I'm just a little bit extra hypersensitive to it, I don't know. Okay, so we'll try them in here under strict supervision. Got a bit of hay and food and water on this side, and the ducks are going to have to stay in their little enclosure for a little while. They're quite small, so at least the turkeys now getting bigger have got a slightly bigger space until they get really big and they can walk around free range. And I think they'll just be a little bit happier in here. And let's just hope the mosquitoes aren't a problem. They've got some supplemental light which will go on in the evening. Although they're feathered enough now for me to think that they don't actually need that supplemental heat. Sorry, not light, heat. It does get very cold at night time here, and it is the cold time of the year. So the supplemental heat has been important, so it'll be there for them in the night time, and the ducks can share in that a little bit. Last night was the turkeys' first night here, and they've done really well. I can tell they really like this much bigger enclosure, and I put a bigger heat lamp in for the evening. They sleep very soundly, and I've had to also fence this part off because I was reading last night that turkeys can jump very high because they roost in trees. I will put a little perch for them to sit on, but they roost in trees at the night time, so they jump very high. So I just don't want any accidents, so I put some mesh around there. Now, in keeping turkeys and chickens together, you've got to be aware of blackhead. Blackhead won't affect chickens, but if the turkeys get it, especially when they're young, they'll die. We don't know if there's blackhead around here. I am keeping them somewhat separate, but obviously there is some proximity there, as you can see. And we just got to wait and see and just hope for the best. Many people do successfully raise turkeys and chickens together. They're not usually very friendly. They just do their own thing separately from each other. And the chickens will usually be first to the food, while the turkeys have a more relaxed approach. Turkeys can be a bit more friendly than chickens as well. Some other news, we have babies, so you can see the fur just in the background over there. That's baby rabbits. And sorry, I just saw this. I just saw something moving here. I think something's trapped. I put the mosquito net so that the babies wouldn't get hurt, but it looks like this little baby's got wrapped up in it somehow. Oh, there it is. Look. There it is. I'm gonna go and put it. Probably put in it really. So there is an old wives' tale as well that if you touch a baby rabbit, the mother will abandon it, but actually in most cases that won't happen. They're very, very good mothers. So yeah, I think we've got 9 altogether, 9 more rabbits. So there's new life coming everywhere. The pigs, the rabbits, the ducklings, the turkeys. I have some Polish chickens in at the moment. Just life, guys, everywhere. And it is beautiful. Sometimes I do get some like rather annoying comments from people along the lines of, well, why do you keep birds in cages anyway? And why are the pigs in a concrete box and that kind of thing? We're keeping them while they're young in the cages, so eventually they can go free range. If you see in the background over here, you have chickens that are, and ducks that are free range, that we don't eat. But you can't just let the little ones out like that, because if you do that, the dogs will get them, they get cold. The turkeys I hatched from eggs, so they've had no mother. So it's just kind of it's annoying. And when people say about the pigs as well, oh, why would you keep pigs, a commercial pig in a concrete box? Well, it's better than her being bacon and sausage, right? We saved Misery. She's a commercial pig that should have gone to slaughter many, many months ago. She should be bacon and sausage right now, but she's not, and that's because we have built her a home and we've fed her. But what we're doing is I think, is very ethical farming. The rabbits don't get eaten, for instance. The turkeys won't be eaten. The chickens won't be eaten, although we eat their eggs. The pigs are not eaten. The potbelly pigs are for pets, and the Misery, the commercial pig, will live till she's old and grey. So actually, you could say it's more like a petting zoo, but it has multiple functions. It produces eggs, quail eggs, chicken eggs. DAMO can sell the pigs if she wishes, the potbelly pigs. It's good for exercise to take care of all these animals, and also in the case of the zombie apocalypse, you have a lot of livestock on site ready to eat, of course. So keeping live rabbits, cycle of rabbits, is you've got rabbits ready to eat, you've got pigs ready to eat, you have chickens ready to eat. We don't eat pork anymore, we eat chickens and birds, but we've just gone off pork since raising pigs. And yeah, I just wish some people would take the time to get the backstory before spewing their outrage in the comment section. And you find like these people a lot of the time, they don't do anything for animals. They don't keep animals, they don't bring animals up, they don't nurture animals, they just sit in their own self-righteousness. And it's rather annoying. As you can see, I'm quite annoyed at stuff like that in the comments. The self-righteous people that are very judgmental on others, but would rarely point the finger of judgment upon themselves. What you've got to do, Tis, right? You've got to see if you can see any shapes in the clouds, yeah?
Okay.
So you've got to see, what does it look like? Oh, that one over there, Tis. That one over there. Can you see it up there? It's got 2 chicken legs and a big, like a cooked chicken, isn't it?
Yeah, and I am enchanted on top, yeah?
Oh, what?
Enchanted on top of the chicken.
Oh, there is a little sausage on top, isn't there?
Yeah.
And look at that one up there, Tis. That one. That one looks like a shrimp. Yeah, a big long shrimp, doesn't it?
Maybe it looks like a tail.
Oh, whose tail is it?
Yeah, it is a tail.
Oh, who's left the tail there, the naughty buggers? Right, so what do you like more, Pocky or cake?
Ice cream.
Ice cream? What do you like more, chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream, or rainbow?
I like rainbow.
No way. What do you like more, biscuits, Pocky, or ice cream with vanilla?
Ice cream with vanilla.
Do you want some ice cream today? If you're a good boy, you can have that strawberry one that you got. Do you remember?
Tea ice cream.
That sounds horrible, doesn't it?
Daddy, how about melted ice cream?
Oh, melted ice cream, that's just milk. Oh.
Daddy,
Yeah.
how about gold ice cream?
Gold?
Yeah, gold ice cream.
That's so yummy.
Dad, when you eat gold ice cream, the teeth will fall out.
Your teeth will fall out, won't you? Because it got... Oh, it's too hard. Oh, my teeth fell out. Yummy.
Daddy, how about spider ice cream?
Oh, that's yummy. Like that, crawling all over you, isn't it?
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind. Trying to save.
So in general, as well as the purchased pig feed, which is here, if you just feed them that, it's going to cost you a fortune. So what you want to do is mix that in with some what we call ram, which is like rice bran. You can see the texture of it is, it's almost like flour. So you mix in with that. And then I also, for Apple, because she's a mother producing milk, I will give her some rice, some white rice. And then obviously she's got the banana. Chopped banana in there, so she'll also eat some apple and table scraps and things like that, so her diet's very good, particularly apple, because she has the babies now to take care of, and we also give her some supplemental milk powder that helps stimulate milk production. So all round she's very healthy, and I think that's why we've got 12 healthy babes. Rupert is on the rice bran, but his is mixed with baby pellets. So this is pellets especially for babies. And then Misery has an adult food over there. She also gets the banana leaf and the rice bran too. The rice bran is about 200 baht per bag, whereas your standard pig food is about 600 baht per bag. So you really want to mix it up, and it's going to make your pig food go for a lot longer.
Everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life.